I'm Healing Wolf, here to surf with you on the big waves of recovery. So let's take a big wave of breath in through the nose together, filling belly and chest, then slow exhale, letting the wave roar onto shore and then ease back. Today, let's talk about big waves. So many folks that I've worked with and so many folks in online communities come with the idea, and I had the idea once, that if I do something and it creates a big wave of sensation, a lot more sensation, let's say I go to the gym and I do a workout, I take a workout class, and I have a huge wave of sensation, usually after. And that's a sign that it's actually protective sensations coming from your brain or from your unconscious mind. You don't get the sensation as intense when you're doing the workout. It comes later as a warning. Don't do that again. Unconscious mind is thinking that that's dangerous to burn those calories and work so hard when we're trying to survive. It wants you to survive, wants you to lock down. So let's talk about it in the lens of chronic pain or anxiety. Anxiety usually comes during the event. The anxiety comes and you get a big wave of it during the event. So whether it's after with chronic pain usually or during like anxiety, either way, those waves are there to be surfed, and the waves build the surfer. The more of those waves that you ride to the shore, the faster you recover. Strange, right? The deeper you go into it, the bigger the waves, the bigger the recovery response, I call it, or recovery reaction actually. The recovery reaction comes, it's a big wave of sensation, and then we get to decide how to respond. We get to decide to say, I know I'm all right. I know that I'm okay. My body's fine and I'm okay. And just take a breath. I'm so glad I worked my body. I know it's healthy for me. I'm so glad I went to that gathering even though I felt some anxiety, even though I felt panic. It's okay. Those sensations are safe. It's fine. So we use our conscious mind to talk to our unconscious mind after the fact. Even better if we can alter our state of consciousness and get really calm while we're riding that wave. That's part of the riding, is the technique. Where do you place your feet? Foot placement is a metaphor for where do you place your thoughts? Where do you place your activities? How do you embrace the emotions, the ripples of the wave when you're on it? So the goal is to ride the wave without spiraling into negativity and despair. If that happens, it's okay. Allow it. Allow that to come and go. The more you allow, the faster it goes. So think about a wave. If you build a wall on the beach, and let's say you build a big wall on the beach, the wave's going to hit the wall, go over the wall, and it can't recede. You've created resistance. The water builds up and sloshes around, and really it's a big mess. Unless it's a seawall that's somehow protective for storms only, the resistance isn't going to be helpful. So another way to look at it is that the waves actually, sometimes you might think that these waves are eroding your recovery. They're taking sand away from the beach of your recovery. But in reality, the bigger wave is carrying a whole lot of sand onto shore, and it's carrying it way up the shore. So it's making the beach bigger. It's making your capacity bigger. And that's what we want. We want bigger capacity. We want to be able to go and do 2 workouts a week. We want to be able to drive a couple hours and visit a friend. We want to be able to expand our capacity from where we've limited it by fear. And the fear is usually the fear of the recovery reaction. So when you know that recovery reaction is a question, asking kind of unconscious mind, kind of asking, are we okay? Should we go retreat? Should we be afraid and never do it again? And the response we come with is, yeah, we're going to do it again because we're strong, we're courageous, we're curious, what's going to happen next? We have a lighthearted attitude about this recovery journey because we know we're going to get there. We're going to ride a bunch of waves. We're going to get really good at riding waves. And then we can actually help others. I mean, this is my mission. I've ridden so many waves on my years of recovery from chronic pain and other conditions. All of those waves have taught me how to surf those waves and have built the shore full of sand. They've dropped a lot of sand on my shore, so I've got a very wide capacity. I drove 4 hours yesterday, probably more like 5 hours yesterday. Whereas when I was in my recovery, when I was at the bottom, I couldn't sit for more than like 30 seconds or a minute and would get a huge reaction, like a really big reaction. And that was intimidating. So I thought, oh, I better not do that again. I better not sit another 5 minutes or that's going to be really intense. But no, I was okay with it after a while. Like I realized that exactly what was happening and I answered my unconscious. I closed my eyes, took a breath, gave myself a pat, and I just said, we're good, I'm okay, we're okay, I see you. I would recognize the sensation and even appreciate it. Thank you for your message of protection. Thank you. Thank you. And I would do my best from a perspective of being an actor at first to just say, have a real thankfulness, not even fully understanding why, but getting it on some level that unconscious mind just wanted me to survive. And that's why the pain was there, was to keep me safe, to keep me out of whatever it didn't want me in, which could have been a car, it could have been a stage playing music, whatever it saw as being dangerous and scary and predatory, it wanted to keep me out of, which meant keep me at home. So riding the wave of riding those recovery waves, those recovery reactions with responsiveness, with nimble feet, we can reposition our feet. How do we do that? That means shifting your mood, shifting your attitude. If you notice that you're spiraling, then take some breaths. Then allow emotions to come up. Then shift your consciousness back into doing something that's healthy and that's meaningful to you in life. And reposition your mood. Put on a song. Laugh for a minute. Set a timer on your phone and laugh for a solid minute. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it actually works. So that's today's message, is you might not be aware yet, but those big waves are the best way to become a great surfer. And a great surfer no longer needs to be afraid of any of the waves. So they're not afraid of these super tall waves. Watch a surf contest. You see these guys, they're like an ant on the side of a skyscraper. I mean, it's really amazing. Are they afraid? They probably have some adrenaline, but they feel confident, they feel courageous, and their nervous systems are giving them the input they need to move their feet and navigate that thing and like ride that wave and really, really soar through space on that huge energy. That's another thing. The waves are just energy. They're if you can remove the meaning by just realizing it's protection, it's defense, it's power, it's too much power, it's too much defense, but that's what we're winding down. So if you'd like to ask me any questions, feel free in the comments. I'm also having on July 16th, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a free Q&A and community meeting, community group, workshop, call it what you will. We'll hang out on Zoom and we'll chat about recovery. So I'll see you there. Head over to healingwolfcoaching.com and sign up for my email list, for my mailing list, and then I'll send you the Zoom, because I've done this a few times and people are messaging me and I'm trying to send Zoom to everybody, but I'm very busy with clients, I'm very busy in life, so I have very limited time to do that. So it'd just be great if you just sign up there and then I'll send out 1 or 2 emails and see you in the Zoom. Thanks for watching. I know you can do this. I love you. I have faith in you. You're a great surfer in the making. So widen that capacity. Make that beach huge. And you're going to have the capacity to do anything you want as you recover. You're going to be able to step fully into life and embrace everything you want to embrace. That day is coming for you. And I'm going to be so excited if you share that with me and let me be a part of the journey so that I can watch you rise.